Well, tonight, state lawmakers are finished with their special session after passing 3 bills involving election fraud, migrant flights, and Disney. Here's a quick look at what's headed to the governor's desk now. First, if signed, Disney will no longer have control of the Reedy Creek district. The governor will instead have the authority to appoint board members to oversee the district. The bill also changes the name of the area to the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. Lawmakers also passed a bill changing who handles election fraud cases. If signed into law, the Attorney General's office would take on these cases. And finally, they approved an extra $10 million to fund the controversial migrant relocation program. It gives the governor the authority to fly migrants from any part of the U.S. to sanctuary cities or states. And Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen has been digging into the impact of that bill tonight. She joins us now with some insight into what it means for the lawsuits challenging the migrant flights.
Dave, last fall, 2 lawsuits were filed after state funds were used to fly dozens of migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. One was filed by an immigration advocacy group in the migrants themselves, the other by Florida Democratic Senator Jason Pizzo. For Pizzo's suit, the new law all but guarantees the case will be dropped.
Part of the new law that passed removes the section that speaks to the last year's bill, repeals it, makes it no longer law, takes it off the books, and they're going to say there really is nothing to sue about anymore.
Senator Pizzo expects the state will move to dismiss his lawsuit as Governor DeSantis doubles down on efforts to relocate migrants.
What the heck are we doing spending $32,000 per person flying somebody from San Antonio, Texas to Massachusetts? What does that have to do with anything that actually matters and it's important?
However, lawyers representing the migrants flown to Martha's Vineyard believe their case still stands.
It has zero effect on our lawsuit.
That's because their suit isn't about the law exactly, but its consequences.
The core of our lawsuit is that our clients were lied to and deceived.
While the new program may be on more solid legal ground, the Florida Immigration Coalition says it still feels morally shaky.
It's sad to feel like my community is being targeted and is being used for somebody's personal gain or political gain.
But Republican lawmakers argue what they're doing is a humanitarian service.
Florida is not a sanctuary city, and for such, we are allocating transportation funds for them to be transported to a state that is currently a sanctuary city.
Something else of note, the reworked bill also changes oversight from the DOT to the Department of Emergency Management. It remains to be seen under this new structure how that $10 million in state funds will be used. Hannah Deneen, 10 Tampa Bay.